From WCIA 3 Plus, with Mitchell Wright and Adam Sherwinski. This is Binging with the Boys.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Yeah, that kind of works. I guess that kind of works. Of course, we got our boys that are binging. We're here. It's Adam and it's Mitch. Adam, how we doing today?
We're doing all right. I mean, I don't think people realize. Oh, my hair's all frizzy. I didn't even realize that.
Your hair looks beautiful. Look
no,
at our new lower thirds.
We were just outside. Look at the lower thirds.
We
They're
got
new.
lower
We got a new
thirds. Look at
look on this episode, right?
We got a whole new look. We're rocking and rolling with a little fanciness.
Yeah.
A little touch.
A little fanciness here. I mean, you were just kind of adjusting things, but I like the new look. I like the new thing. We were just outside for, I'm going to date this. It's our diaper. We did our diaper
We
drive.
are doing our diaper drive right now.
Yeah. Which
but
it's not
you
going to
know
happen when this airs, but you know.
I was going to say, you can always donate to United Way.
Yeah, you can always donate.
So
Time,
don't forget
money.
to do that
Yeah.
to help people out.
But really cool, and that's why we're all frizzied out a little bit. I'm frizzied out a little bit. I've got curlier hair than.
I also feel like my hair is very wet right now.
Yeah.
If
Sweaty,
it looks
'cause we're all
like
sweaty.
it. Yeah, I was gonna say sweaty, but I didn't want to sound too gross. But yeah, it's sweat. I mean, we all sweat, right?
Yeah.
Everybody poops. Everybody sweats.
There's a whole book about that.
It's true.
There's a Simpsons. Speaking
Although
of that,
the meme where it's like, women do not go to the bathroom. Women do not poop.
that's a silly meme.
It's a goofball.
What I was gonna say, there is a episode where they do the movie in The Simpsons. Everybody poops. The book, the movie.
They do that in the show.
Yeah, it's not like it's fully produced all the way through, but it's Dennis Leary. You know who Dennis Leary is, right? Mm-hmm. And so he was like getting a deal and ended up doing that as one of his movie deals. And so they make it, and it just is like his final line is, "Let the decree go forth. Everybody poops," and that was the end of the movie.
The decree go.
Yeah, I love when they do parodies of movies in Simpsons because sometimes I'm like, that's spot on. Like that's what McBain is. McBain is just one giant parody, one big goofy parody.
It's true.
But you know what isn't a parody? The Spider.
The spider. The spider.
We're talking about Spider Noir, Amazon
Yeah.
Prime's foray into the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah. Little tease to our Spider-Man episode we'll do come July, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're super excited. I was super excited for the show to come out as soon as Nicolas Cage also, he played Spider Noir in the first movie, Into the Spider-Verse.
Well, it's not the first movie. It's just the Spider-Verse movies.
Or the first Spider-Verse movie, I should say.
Yeah.
And he continues to say that he's like really thrilled to play this character, really
fun
enjoys
character.
the character to play. And yeah, so Amazon decided that they were going to release. Is it Amazon or just?
It's Amazon, and Nick Cage is producing
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
too.
Nick Cage is producing. But yeah, Amazon decided to put together a Spider Noir series.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's done by Sony. I was thinking, like, how could they get away with this and not have this on Marvel
I was gonna say,
or
pretty
Disney
sure
Plus? It's a Sony product. That's why.
It's not on
No,
Disney
it's-
at all.
No, because think about it. So is Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
it's
no, you're
it's
right.
a Sony. It's so weird. They have like
But it's
joint
weird because
custody,
Sony, the Across the Spider-Verse is on Disney Plus.
but it's a Sony pick.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing with Tobey Maguire's stuff. All of it.
Well, it is.
Sony,
I know.
but
I know. I think
on-
it's just some kind of deal that worked out. But
It's such a weird deal because Sony is like, well, we have Spider-Man and nothing else, and then all of
they used to
PlayStation.
have Spider-Man and X-Men. That was the deal years and years ago.
Really?
So the Marvel Cinematic Universe was originally just like the Avengers. They didn't have anywhere to go. So Marvel was its own thing at the time, and eventually got bought by Disney. So Disney owns them. But now Sony's still holding on to Spider-Man and holding on to, was holding on to the mutants. I think they let the mutants go, and so now it's just Spider-Man that they have got left. But it's kind of weird, like a joint custody thing, where it's like 1 minute they use Spider-Man, the next minute it's a Marvel thing. Think about all the Spider-Man movies the Spider-Man villain movies that they have, like Madam Web, or the side character, I should say, not really a villain, like Madam Web and all that. It's Sony. So Sony, please stop making villain movies. I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna go see them. I saw Madam Web, and that was more than enough torture for one lifetime. I'm gonna be honest. That movie, if I never saw it again, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing. I'll second that.
You were telling me Craven was good. I'm like, Craven is...
No, I told you that Craven is bad. I told you that Morbius is good.
Okay, but it just gets worse over time then, is what you're telling me. It's still bad.
Craven is horrible. If you want to watch a movie that has okay action and honestly, I'll stand on this mountain until I see something worse. Probably the worst writing I've ever seen or heard in a movie.
That was Madam Web. That had horrible writing.
Yeah, Madam Web was horrible writing, but I could get around
It
some
was
stuff.
shot poorly,
'cause
too.
I like Dakota Johnson, and then whoever played, not Sydney Sweeney, I'm talking about...
The other gal, I can't remember her name off the top of my head either. I know.
great actresses, but Yeah, it was horrible writing there, but Craven was like, you're supposed to have this grunge, big dude, you know.
He's just a big dude.
He's a bear. He's a bear dude, right? He's a big bear.
hunter, Bear Grylls dude. Yeah.
And he, you know, Aaron Taylor Johnson just does not come off that way. And he, you know, didn't throw an accent on it. And so it was just off-putting, you know, coming off of the Spider-Man 2 games, you get to experience Craven as
better version of Craven.
The best version we've had of Craven as of yet, I think.
He was good in the cartoons.
No. The cartoons are at peak for sure, but the way they did him in the game was pretty accurate, pretty good. And that's the size that we're looking for, and Aaron just didn't fill that role. So, yeah, off the cuff, it was very odd to see. But yeah, Spider Noir, great show. I really enjoyed it. It's
8 episodes, 1 season so far.
I was gonna say it's only 8 episodes, only 1 season.
Yeah, they it's as you mentioned, we looked it up as like this before or after the Spider-Verse. It has nothing to do with the Spider-Verse.
Even though in the beginning he says something along the lines of "a friend once told me," and it's something Miles told him in the movie. And it was like,
well, it could also be a random friend too that just happens to be coincidence. You know how coincidences like that happen all the way in Spider.
That's true, and they want to make the fans. They want to make us think.
Yeah, and it takes place neither before or after. It's just kind of there. Either way, it's a good show. It stands on its own 2 feet. Doesn't have to have all the extra pomp and circumstance from the Spider-Verse series, which I'm excited for the 3rd movie to come out. I just don't know when it's going to come out, but it's going to come out.
I was just going to say, in the Spider-Verse movie, his name is Peter Parker, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Spider Noir is...
We're going to get a spoiler here, but I don't want to get in spoiler territory just yet, but his name is Peter Parker in that one.
But in the show, it's Ben Reilly.
It's Ben Reilly. However... Didn't see my criticisms, and I've been talking about this whole time. Didn't see any egg creams. Didn't see him punching Nazis. Didn't see him with a Rubik's cube. And
that was the big one that I was thinking. But you know what? Saying that it's not connected at all to the Spider-Verse, it wouldn't have made sense if he has.
That's why I'm saying like, okay.
And I like that they're doing that anyway, because this is a character that.
Yeah. Plus, Ben Reilly is a sad character anyway.
Oh, very sad and.
Our Ben Reilly in Spider Noir is very sad. He's got a sad story. Is his wife or his girlfriend Ruby? So backstory.
I think it's his wife.
Okay, backstory on Spider Noir. It's one of the variants of Spider-Man. He's a PI in the 1930s. So that's his world. 1930s PI. Fought in World War One, and
he's disillusioned and has different life experiences than any animated variant that we've seen yet.
So the way he gets his powers is different too a little bit. I mean, still a spider bite, but from a man spider. Anyway, what's going on in New York City, because he still lives in New York, is that superheroes are popping up, and they thought the spider was the only one. He actually goes from being the spider in our show. He's a spider, then he kind of throws it all away and says, I don't want to do it, as every single Spider-Man does at some point. Says, I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore. It just goes back to being a PI. Kind of throws off his senses because he gets those spider powers and he's not using them.
And he's like negating them.
They're rusty.
He's rusty on them, and he's kind of forgotten the voice in the back of the head, if you will, and in the show.
The spider, for him, it's like a pulsing thing in his neck.
I was going to say,
it's not really like a ding, ding,
it almost
ding,
seems like it's painful.
A Peter tingle. It's not a Peter tingle.
It's not the Peter tingle, no. May, stop calling it that. But yeah, no, and it's a great show. It's very dark and a little bit more grungy than what you're used to when it comes to the Spider-Man cinematic. Yeah,
it's not very hopeful.
No. If anything, it's
kind of it's a noir.
It's the opposite.
Noirs are never really
noir,
but noirs are very they're not really hopeful movies anyway. They're just kind of usually it's the same setup though. Private eye in a big city helps out some dame who has a problem. There's a dame who has a problem and ends up getting entangled with her and gunshots and. Tommy, I didn't see many Tommy guns. I was expecting more.
You know
Tommy
what
guns.
you did in the last episode?
Oh yeah.
Silvermane. So just keep in mind, there's probably going to be some spoilers in this episode of Binging with the Boys.
Spoiler alert!
So if you haven't seen the show, please go watch it. Pause this, and then maybe come back to us and watch us.
We should get a little thing that just says spoiler alert. Beep beep beep.
It'll be right here. Spoiler. Anyway, yeah. So I looked up, by the way. There was a character, the damsel.
Cat Hardy.
That
reminds me of another one who's a cat. Felicia Hardy. Oh
Funny
my
enough,
goodness.
Looked up the cast. Her name on the cast list is Felicia. It's Felicia Hardy. Although in the show, I don't think she's ever mentioned or named.
She says Cat.
Yeah, I know. She goes by Cat
Hardy.
I don't think that her name in the show has ever been referenced as Felicia, but on the cast list it says her name is Felicia.
Maybe they'll come in another season.
Maybe it's because they're making
Yeah,
another season.
this is also not your Big Brother's Spider-Man show. It's not kapow, good. It's not. There's swearing. There's,
It's definitely for a
it's
little bit older audience,
it's
for sure.
It's for older Spider-Man fans. There's drinking, there's gambling, there's smoking, there's
This Spider-Man. I was gonna say this Peter Parker, but I don't know. Why
This
I'm
Ben,
thinking
this
this
Spider.
Spider is, he's a little bit. He's an adult. He's understanding that things cost more. He's dealing with adult trauma.
He's depressed.
He's depressed.
He's got PTSD and he's depressed.
Yeah, he's a war hero. So he of course comes from a trying time where he's also been put through tests or something.
Yeah, his wife dies. I mean, Ruby dies.
The classic Spider-Man trope where you have to lose someone close to you, and of course in this
But that doesn't
universe,
spur him on. That's the thing. It's not like with Uncle Ben where he loses Uncle Ben and it spurs him to be a hero. It's more like it just stops him. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, yeah, you know what? We haven't seen the backstory of when he first started being the Spider. Because when Ruby, you don't think in the second season they'll go even further in the origin?
In the beginning where he's swinging along and that's it. He just starts swinging along as a spider and then he just stops. He's like, okay, there we go.
Yeah, maybe that was.
I kind of like how they also use Ben, who is played by Nick Cage, who produces this thing too.
Mm-hmm.
He's a private investigator, which he uses more of his PI stuff. He's not really using his spider powers as much as he can. I mean, he does more so towards the end, but at first he's trying to hold back. He's trying to hold back.
He's definitely trying to push.
He doesn't want to be
away.
a spider. I'm not the spider anymore. Spider's gone.
Yeah.
He's very much trying to go for that like 30s, like not gangster, but has a tough guy.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
There's
I mean,
a
it's
thing
the
that walked
30s.
in.
It's the 30s. So of course he's got this
got the
Bill
dang-
Withers 45.
Yeah, so it's got that 30s accent. I think he tries to lean into a somewhat of a transatlantic accent. It's not as thick, not as thick as what you would see in like a 30s movie where they are just laid on like whole milk.
Also, love the fact that the show, if you watch this and then think back to maybe your mom and dad's or grandma and grandpa's more like old TV shows you watch with them, it's kind of shot like that. If you
it's
watch
black and white.
You can watch it in black and white. You can
Or
watch
in
it
color.
in what's called this true
color or whatever. Yeah, it's very oversaturated.
True hue, full color, which is very oversaturated.
But it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Right, exactly. The black and white was kind of cool too, but yeah, the music, it's all very 30s style.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that, and I think that
the sets are 30. I'm looking at the historic aspect of it. I'm like, there really is. I mean, it's the Great Depression. I'm like, there's a lot of people who have a lot of money for it being the Depression in the 30s. That's the one thing that threw me off. I was like, well, Robbie's got no money because he doesn't have a job, but it's not because Robbie is during the Depression or, I'm like, how do people have that much money? Then again, it's Silvermane. But they do throw in Prohibition in there because Silvermane, who's the gangster.
Yeah,
Silvermane is a Magia crime syndicate character throughout all of the Spider-Man universes. But our Silvermane character, he is running the booze through New York, and so his thing is that as he's running the booze through New York, he's making money off of it. And who's running? The mayor. The mayor is going to try and repeal Prohibition to kind of compete. That's not good. Prohibition's good for his business, not for that. So there's that kind of drama. There's a couple of little plates that are spinning. I mean, you get introduced to characters that we know, like Flint Marko. And as soon as I said Flint Marko, I was like, that's Sandman. He has sand powers.
you do get to
Lonnie Lincoln,
experience.
that's Tombstone.
Yeah, you get to experience a bunch of stuff. We'll be right back.
Oh,
Don't go
no.
anywhere. I know we've got to go to break, unfortunately. We're going to wait for that until July when the big one comes out. But you know what? We've got another big one. I mean, honestly.
Tarantula
Nick
Man. I'm
Cage-
kidding.
Tarantula Man.
Tarantula Man.
Spider Boy.
It's the-
Arachna.
Hey,
Man.
Spider Guy.
You're that Spider guy, right? Call me Spider Man.
Whatever.
Okay, Spider Man. Do a flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from
his voice is very high pitched. That bystander.
Yeah, bystander. Yeah.
He's a
Do
very
flip,
high pitched
Spider-Man.
guy. Yeah. So also we were talking about Silvermane and the enemies in the show.
Yeah, Silvermane, they introduced
continue.
Flint, who works for Silvermane. It kind of all starts, this whole thing starts when there's an investigation that Ben takes on. We got a guy named Addison, turns into fire. Silvermane's house catches on fire. Obviously Silvermane's not going to have that. So Addison is kind of their first, like, okay, we have other people besides the spider that has powers. Okay.
Like what's happening?
Yeah,
And of
what's
course,
happening?
Because Nicolas Cage's character the Spider, or Ben Riley, face some of the similar turmoil from those villains that you find out later on, he takes up the case as well to kind of investigate.
It's connected to him. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It's very, very, very personally connected. But
Even though he doesn't want to admit that.
Silvermane, played by Brendan Gleeson,
Oh, I love him. He's such a good actor.
popularly known as Mad-Eye Moody in Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does. I mean, anything he's in though, like when I hear his voice, I'm just like, oh man.
Oh yeah,
he's
it's
so
just got
good.
a great accent, kind of like Carl Urban. You know, when you hear his like,
You mean
butcher, you mean
Urban.
butcher.
he's at the little
Hello, Huey.
hello, baby. Yeah. Anyway, no, he does great as Mad Eye. That's when I hear his voice. I think of Mad Eye.
I only think of Mad-Eye Moody.
But
for
I think
sure,
of when he
yeah.
was on Saturday Night Live and he was playing. He did one of the skits.
He
where,
did SNL.
Yeah,
Wow.
he did one. He was like one of the stars. He was in something else, but he was a star or a guest star or the guest host. And they did one where all these kids were getting ready to go to high school. And he's like, guys, I'm not going to high school with you. Because he's clearly the older guy, but they just don't
Yeah.
see it. And he's like, I'm not going to high school with you with his like Irish accent that he has.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. That was
And
pretty
then
good.
they're like, "What are you talking about, man? He's like, "You're not going to uni with us?" And it's like, "No." He's like, "Oh, because you got into Penn State." "No, it's because I'm 67 years old."
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, "What? You're not 60? You went to high school with us?" Like, no way. He's like,
no, because I'm 67
and
years
he's
old.
like, I am in my 60s. And he's like, they're like, what? He's like, well, we were partying up. You know, we were doing all these party stuff. He's like, yeah, you guys were drinking a bunch of beers and I was having a whiskey. And I'm like, yeah, he's drinking, sad drinking. Like, yeah, so that was like, okay, that's the point. They wanted to show that he was this adult. But I just found that every time I think of him, I think of that skit on Saturday Night Live.
Can we just appreciate this? None of the viewers. This isn't for the viewers, but this
for us.
I'm looking at just Google the cast list of the show. Right, you're gonna come
Spider
up with
Noir.
Nicolas Cage's first photo, and look that up so you can react with us. This is the photo that comes up. Not like one of his like smiley photo, but this photo.
The bearded photo.
It looks like he's like, officer, I only had 3 egg creams for my drive.
Yeah.
You know?
Which we found out what an egg cream was. I'm like, what is an egg cream? There is no egg in egg cream.
Yeah, there's no eggs at all.
Which
like,
it still sounds good because it just sounds like a carbonated chocolate milk, which I'd still drink.
seriously, exactly. That's exactly how I read it, and I was like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate that.
Don't hate that at all. Which I mean, I was expecting more of those, kid. I like his outfit. Let's talk about the designs.
The design is his father's World War One.
in the comic. I don't know if it's for this
Oh,
one.
you're right. I'm sorry about that.
Because
Let's
he
look
fought
what
in
it
World
is.
War One.
Yeah, that's right. Let's look up his origin for this one at least.
But I think it's a black trench coat kind of deal with a black mask, black black and white's his theme. And then he's got lights for his eyes. I mean, they're lamps.
Loved the fact that he could just.
he would just sit there on the typewriter and just.
"Oh, I'm the spider.
I'm the spotter. Yeah, he's got a PI firm. Other characters we run into is Robbie Robertson, whose name is
Very-
not Robbie. It's like Jim or something.
It's Jim Robertson.
Jim
or
Robertson, but they call him
something,
Robbie.
they
But he
call
used
him
to work
Robbie.
for the Bugle.
Common character with
Yeah, I
in the
love
Spider-Man
Robbie.
universe
He's
as
one of my
well.
favorite
Robbie
characters.
is a great. He's like a. He's like the report. He's like the definition of
Yeah.
the reporter in the universe,
said-
as opposed to I guess MJ. MJ's pretty good too.
Felicia Hardy or Kat in this case. Kat Hardy, played by Lee Jun Lee. Is that how you say her name? I don't know how to
Lee
say.
Jung Lee.
Lee Jun
yeah,
Lee. She does great.
Is in a bunch of stuff actually.
Really, I haven't. I didn't know.
She's in Sinners.
Oh, was that her in Sinners? The
see.
mom who wanted to go get her daughter.
Grace Chow. Grace Chow.
Oh yeah, okay, it was her. I didn't realize that was her.
Yeah, it could be, but yeah, she did fantastic in this show.
Yeah, she's
what else
she's
she
the
does.
femme fatale. Which, let's be real, if you're gonna pick any of the Spider-Man characters or cast to be the femme fatale, it's gonna be Felicia Hardy.
Yeah, I was gonna
she's
say
not in this case. She's not a villain. She kind of is, but she isn't.
she's never really been a villain, if I'm being
But
honest.
she has because she's been stealing, and then
she's
Spider-Man.
okay. She's a low
Spider-Man
level
lets her get
villain.
away with it because
Yeah,
he has a
'cause-
crush on her.
and there's a lot.
That's a lot. That's what happens to Ben too. No spoilers.
There's a lot that happens with.
Yeah, Ben's kind of like falling for her as she's already admitted she's in love with Flint Marco, and then like Silvermane's kind of like, I thought I was going out with you, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, she's a singer in this instead of being a burglar. She's a singer for Silvermane's club. Flint's one of the toughs that works for security for her, and therefore works for Silvermane.
I guess I don't know her from a lot. She's not been in anything that I've seen.
Really?
Other than Sinners and Spider Noir.
Lonnie-
Quantico. Oh, she's been in The Exorcist.
Yeah, Lonnie is the guy. I don't know who the guy who played Lonnie is, but Lonnie's a huge dude.
Lonnie is a
tough.
ginormous dude, as
just a
he
tough.
should be. Abraham Popola. Papula. Give him a shout out. He is in The Rig, The Curse, Cruella.
Let's see Cruella.
He's in Morbius.
I'm not watching Morbius.
He's in Ballerina from the world of John Wick. We'll get you to watch Morbius one of these days, but
Morbin time.
It's never said in the show.
I like that they shot it in two different ways though, because they also said that it's an alternate show too. Like I kind of want to watch it again, and that's the thing, you can watch it one way and then you can watch again, so you get two watch throughs, two different versions. I think that's worth it. So I have to sit down. Did you watch most of it in black and white or most of it in color?
I watched most of it in black and white.
Really? Because I watched most of it in color.
And then when I went to bed and I was laying down, I like played it, and it just like automatically switched to in color, and I couldn't switch it back. So that's okay. And then I turned it back on in the morning when I was finishing the couple episodes this morning. I was on episode 5, so I had like 3 episodes left.
Did you finish it?
I did, yeah. Oh, I watched it all this morning. And 5, 6, and 7 in episode 8.
5, 6, or 7 and 8 are my two favorites.
Yeah, they were really good.
Intense.
I really liked the origin story episode because I knew it was coming, and I was
France.
like, yeah. When they're
I kind of knew it was coming. I was like, he's got to be
You-
involved
you
somehow.
knew, like, we were gonna have
but
some
how
sort
is
of
he
episode-
involved?
yeah.
And he wasn't part of that unit, so it was interesting. Yeah, basically Nick Cage's character, Spider Noir, Ben Reilly, was in France helping out these prisoners who were being tested on. That's how they got their powers. He got his powers because one of the prisoners was like
Actually bit him.
bit him. He was like half spider, half man. It was gross, like man spider, I guess you would call him. I'm a
it
man
was
spider.
very much like man spider.
disgusting and terrifying.
What we hope we don't see in Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Yeah, and then bit him and gave him that power that way, kind of like a werewolf. What I love though is that Nick Cage, he has his moments where he's Nick Caging.
He turns into Nick Cage.
Yeah.
He goes like, oh, I don't know. I can't do a good Nick Cage impression, but
Well, when he's bit by the spider, I mean, he gets the spider dude or whatever. He gets his spider powers, and he's just kind of like reacting like a
he
spider
gets
would.
almost jitters, if you will. Like,
Like-
he's had too much caffeine, and he's exactly, pretty much exactly. Let's go a full view of that. he does do one of those like Karate Kid moments.
Yeah,
where
where
he
he just
goes,
the crane.
but it's so slow. He goes.
Yeah, it's because if you ever seen a spider, and it's sad to see if you do see them, but spiders when they're about not to die, but when they're in pain, they flail a lot. They're
They
like,
also curl up too.
that's what he was doing. He was curling up a little bit too because he's in pain.
I didn't
yeah,
notice
that's what
that.
he's reacting. He's reacting like a spider would
I
in
noticed
pain.
it, but I didn't catch on
You
to the
didn't
fact
fully-
that that's
you didn't fully
that's
process it.
probably,
I get it, I
That's
get it.
probably from being a spider. Very interesting. Never realized that. So I looked up the Spider Noir origin story because it's obviously different than the Ben Reilly we know from the comics, who gets his suit from his dad. He wears his dad's World War One
comic book, right?
aviator. Yeah, aviator uniform, which happens to have the goggles. But in the live action Spider Noir series, unlike the comics where he's bitten by a supernatural spider, his gritty wartime origin unfollows like as it reads. While serving as a sergeant in the U.S. Army in World War I, Ben Reilly's unit was sent to the eastern France area to liberate a town, free the prisoners of war, as Adam was mentioning. Those prisoners were getting tested on, discovered that the secret German POW experimentation camp overseen by Dr. Faber was splicing soldiers and animals to create super soldiers. Riley found victims restrained, got bit by a human spider hybrid. Riley subsequently ordered the facility burned down to the ground. Aftermath: the bite granted him superhuman powers, organic webbing. Initially, he succumbed to the wild animalistic instincts and had to relearn human behavior by studying classic film actors in cinema.
Because he watches a lot of movies.
Yeah, that's right. He kind of
I'm
does.
like, why is he watching so many movies? Like, who cares? I'm like, oh, he's just re-upping, and he'll do character work too. Sometimes, like,
Yeah, you kind of notice he kind of does like the method acting.
he does the when he goes to see Dr. Faber, and like, you know, he's like, oh, where's Dr. Collins one, Dr. Collins one, where's Dr. Collins? First floor. Like, it's like he does a whole like thing to kind of like show that he's a patient that should be there, and then it was pretty interesting to see. Again, he switches off and on between being Nick Cage and being this Ben Reilly character. Ben, it's hard to like Ben sometimes, though. I will say he's a lot unlike Peter Parker, who's like there to help people. Ben is not there to help anyone. He gets reluctantly thrown into helping people. he doesn't want to do it. Kind of does end up doing it, but he doesn't want people to get hurt. Obviously, he's not a monster, but I think with him being a PI, it's a good spot for him to be because PIs are not. I feel like a private eye, which I don't know. Is that even a job people have anymore? Are there even private investigators?
Assume, it's like a freelance position you can take up if you're.
I was just curious. I don't know if that still exists, but PIs and noirs, I would say, they always come out as they're the hero of the story, but they're not really heroes. I mean, they're not.
They're there for
not clean
They're there
cut.
for the paycheck, but they're also there to get the answer. And you happen to be whoever is paying this private eye also wants those answers.
And sometimes those people are not the best people to be getting the money from, like Silvermane when he starts hiring out Riley.
That's true.
So it's where the money goes. I think it's interesting because it's not an anti-hero, but it's not really a villain per se. Anti-hero is kind of what I'd say as close as you could get, but he's not really an anti-hero. I mean,
he doesn't define an anti. Oh, but you might be right about that.
It's in it for his own thing, but I think it's one of those. He's a hero trying to do the facade of an anti-hero. It's like, I'm an anti-hero, basically, but it's like deep down, he is the hero. And he ends up becoming, he ends up following that hero path. He ends up bringing back the Spider. Because remember, the Spider was put away, and then he brings him back out and uses him to fight. And
love that he shows up to the guy's apartment. He's like, I'm a plumber. I gotta check this leak, my friend. And this is considered, for context,
His old apartment.
His old apartment where he hid the spider suit is still in the drywall where he dried it up, and he just knocks. I don't know how much time goes by, but he knocks on his door, and he's like, "Hey, I think you got a leak here. I'm gonna take a look." And he's like, "Oh man, it's really getting bad out here." As he's just punching a hole in the wall, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Found the origin of his suit. It's really loosely designed around Ben's gritty background as a World War I veteran. Who fought in France. The suit kind of features the heavy-duty leather, the fedora, the riding gear.
Love the fedora.
Kind of like the French-style motorcycle gear that they used to wear in the 1920s wartime. And then a military
1920s wartime. We weren't at war in 1920s.
It just says the suit originates from his past days as vigilante, heavily inspired by French-style motorcycle gear and a 1920s wartime military knit sweater.
I guess, but we weren't at war in the 1920s. That's the weird thing. Whatever told you that was weird. Sorry.
It's not someone who told me. It's the
whatever.
overview online here.
Is it the AI overview?
It says a 1920s military knit sweater, but
it's just a style from that time because the military was still around.
Yeah, 1920s
Okay, I'm
wartime
overthinking this.
military knit sweater. So I think it's just the description of the sweater that he was wearing.
Still, I was just like wartime when we were at war in the 20s. That was the roaring 20s. That was when the jobs were good.
You see the trivia man coming out of Adam there? He was
it's
like,
the historian of me.
wait. He was like, actually?
I just got done rewatching for like the 80th time How to Fix Gettysburg. So
How to Fix Gettysburg?
like the movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like had the historicity and
pretty good.
what
Oh
seems
my
to be-
goodness, we've had to go to break for a while, so I can't believe we're talking about Spider-Man, y'all. I'm so sorry, editing wise. We'll be right back right after this. Do that? He's giving me sass, even though it's him and I that are going over in time.
A bit of sass from the boy.
Oh, hi on my own drama.
I can't wait till that movie comes out. The
gonna be
Community movie.
That's gonna look great.
Speaking of Community,
It's such a great show.
It is.
If you haven't watched it, go watch Community. I think it's on Netflix. still?
it might that or Hulu, one of the two.
Or Peacock. I could see it being a
It
Peacock.
might be on because it was on NBC for a long
Might be
time.
shuffled or juggled around.
Who knows?
But anyway,
It moves around.
you were saying Community.
I was gonna say who plays Annie. Why am I forgetting her name? I know her name.
Allison Brie.
Allison Brie.
Yeah.
She is in the new He-Man movie.
She is?
And guess who she plays?
I couldn't tell
A
you.
villain. She plays Evil Lynn.
She's a great villain, I will say. She gives off the vibes
She's
that
crazy
she can,
in the Community.
Right.
But that's not a villain.
I don't know if-
Annie's just crazy.
You've never seen the movie Together, have you?
No, but
You
now,
wouldn't like that
is
movie.
she a villain in
because-
that?
No, but it's kind of a horror-esque
It is a horror movie. I know what you're
It's with her husband, Dave Franco.
Yeah. Jenks, you owe me a soda. You owe me a egg cream.
I'll give you an egg cream. I'll get you an egg cream. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I have heard that, or at least I can tell from the acting that she did in Community and in Together that in a dark setting,
She could, yeah.
she would do really well. And I mean, that means villain style.
From what the one scene I've seen that they have with her and Skeletor and a bunch of like prisoners,
who's played by Jared Leto. Adam does not like Jared Leto.
I'm not a big Jared Leto fan. That's part of why I've seen Morbius. Again, it's all just
it's all
Joker
Jared
just
Leto.
ruined it.
I know he ruined
says
Joker.
damage on his head. That's how you know he's damaged. I don't like that Joker.
The laugh is a tattoo on his hand.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah. Anyway, you were saying
that's a bad example of villains. It's a bad example of Anyway, he plays. So if he plays Skeletor, they're like laughing, like evil laughing, and she looks around like ha 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 ha, like she's doing the laugh and just okay. Can we wrap this up, please? Was that funny?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think she does a little bit of the comedy. Throws a little bit of comedic spice in there.
As she should. As she should. A little bit. You know, that's definitely the type of acting that she does.
It's also, I feel like a movie that doesn't take itself as seriously.
No, it's definitely going to be one of those. It's going to have
some moments where it's like, this is just funny. You know who played a great Skeletor? Mark Hamill.
Oh, back when he voiced it, yeah.
Well, he voiced it in the Netflix series. They had the couple years ago. I started, I never finished it. I'm bad about that, but I was like, oh, it's great Skeletor.
Oh, it's so.
I love doing my Skeletor voice.
That's pretty good, actually.
Remember.
Anyway, I looked up Spider-Man or Spider Noir. Easter eggs. You want to hear something?
Yeah, let's go. I like Easter eggs.
With great power, the show opens up with a spin on the iconic quote by Ruby Williams. Instead of Uncle Ben, Ben Reilly reflects on the burden of power, echoing Stanley's original phrasing in Amazing Fantasy number 15. The name Ben Reilly, unlike the animated Spider-Verse where Cage voiced Peter Parker, this live-action variant is named Ben Reilly, a direct nod to Peter Parker's generic clone from the comics, Clone Saga, which is Spider-Man, but it's Ben Reilly is the literal clone.
Isn't he Spider-Punk? Not Spider-Punk. He's
Red
or Scarlet Spider.
Scarlet Spider. Thank you. Yeah, he's the Scarlet Spider. You're trapped in a web of my well-defined musculature.
Yeah,
that's what he says.
He's very
across the Spider. He's very intense and very dark and gritty. Yeah, dramatic is the word for him for sure. Cat Hardy. Cat obviously operates as the
Femme fatale.
The femme fatale. Thank you. I didn't even know you knew. He just knew the word I was looking at.
Because I said it earlier.
Oh, you did? Okay. Pulling from Felicia Hardy, who was obviously Black Cat, running nightclubs, mirroring the comic book love interest dynamics. A scene where she jumps out the window and to test Ben mirrors a classic Superman 2 trope. Interesting.
Yeah, where Lois jumps. Where
Lois jumps. And obviously,
I think they did that in My Adventures with Superman, which season 3 of that's coming out, and I love that show.
Really?
My Adventures with Superman is very good.
That's some things that I'm kind of looking for. Oh, really?
Superman.
I was gonna say Jack Quaid, who famously is now Huey from The Boys.
He was not anymore because that show's closed.
Yeah, or he was Huey.
Everything
from
else
The Boys.
he's been in, I've enjoyed more than his Huey.
But people who have watched The Boys and not realized Jack Quaid has played. He's played Superman. I'm pretty sure he's played Spider-Man a bunch of times. He's also done The Flash, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember
that one's hazy actually, but I know that he's played Spider-Man and Superman a bunch of times, voice acting.
Well, I think he's not like the most amazing Superman, but he is a good young Clark trying to figure out how to be Superman. So I enjoy him like that way.
He's also in Invincible. Am I wrong about that?
I don't remember if he is in Invincible, but I do know he's coming up in the new God of War game they just announced. He
plays the sphere.
He's the cube.
The cube.
He's the cube that talks to Faye. He's like, Faye, you're dead. Faye's like, I'm not dead. I gotta get back to Kratos. It's like, no, Faye, you're dead. You've died. That looks really good.
I'm gonna have to play the replay the game, or not replay, but play the games.
Have you played the first 3?
Not played.
You kind of have to only because Mitchell. Only because you have to understand that you're going from Kratos, who wants to burn everything in his path and kill everything in his path,
to fatherhood Kratos,
a much toned down father Kratos.
So I have to play 4 games.
You don't have to play Chain of Memories or there's the ones
second and third, right?
You can just play the third one.
They'll
do a giant recap. Just play. That's what I did. Play the third one, then I played the 2020 or 2018 one, and then now I'm still working through God of War.
The original or the
2018 God of War.
The 2018 God of War, and then Ragnarok is the next one.
Yes,
right?
and then it's going to be God of War Faye.
Laufey.
Her nickname's Faye.
Which is cool because apparently I've heard we're going to get Easter eggs from her point of view in the timeline that Kratos is in with Ragnarok.
They showed two gods that, it'll be interesting where they loop it in. They showed two gods that were definitely not Nordic, and that's what I was like, who are these guys? Someone said it was Sekhmet. I was like, that's Sekhmet? Here we go.
When I saw that trailer, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to play these games, because I want to know. I want to feel the, like, oh, that's an Easter egg from this game. Those scenes.
They have some moments where it's like, pieces. So anyway, that's a completely off tangent thing.
I realized Jack Wade, not in Invincible. People frequently confuse his involvement for two primary reasons. He stars Huey in The Boys, other animated superhero. Huey. He has voiced Clark Kent, Superman. Anyway. Other Easter eggs before we go to break. Villain origins. Characters like Megawatt and Sandman, Flint Marko, are branded as freaks by the newspaper, a direct nod to Goblin's freak show henchmen from the original 2008 Spider-Man Noir comics. Megawatt, constantly reciting movie and play lines, pays homage to his comic origins as an actor. Very
break
cool.
Time.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more after this. We're talking about Spider Noir. We're talking about Spider Noir today.
Spider Noir. I love...
no egg creams.
No egg creams, but he does get a hot dog.
He does get a hot dog.
A couple hot dogs.
He gets a couple hot dogs, gets a couple beers.
More than that, too.
He also fights kind of drunk in one of the scenes, which is really funny.
I was at the bar, yeah.
Yeah, where he's like...
He walks out as Ben and comes back as Spider Noir and kicks their butt.
yeah, which is kind of a cool scene.
Before we went to break, I forgot Megawatt. I didn't know who Megawatt was until I looked at him like, I'm like, Lyndon, who is this guy? I'm like, Megawatt. I'm like, that's just basically Electro, but...
That's exactly who he is. Yeah,
I thought it was Electro, and I'm like, it's not Electro, it's Megawatt. That's literally, but Megawatt is a character in the.
A different, really?
Yeah, Megawatt's a real character that exists, and I was like, wait, so they're pulling out a character that no one cares about instead of Electro?
Yeah, I was like, wonder why.
I'd rather be Electro, honestly, but Flint Marko is Flint Marko, a thug who has the thing, and that's the thing.
Ends up getting twisted and taken advantage of is basically his origin. I would say
it's the same with Lonnie. Lonnie Lincoln is not a bad person.
He's not a bad person. He never
was, or he wasn't at first, and then he became one because of
bad environments.
Yeah,
man, we're seeing the same thing corrupt the other Lonnie in the animated show,
the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yep, which is coming out
season 2. I can't wait.
Season 2 in just a little bit. I want to say.
I don't know. I just finished watching it the other day because I was over at a friend's house and he had his girlfriend's nephew was over, and so I was like, okay, we'll throw on Spider-Man. He wants to watch it anyway.
Yeah,
and
the show that you were watching,
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We watched it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Lonnie Lincoln. I'm like looking at him like, you know who Lonnie Lincoln is? He's like, what's a Lonnie Lincoln? I'm like, it's Tombstone.
The kiddo didn't know.
No, not the kiddo. Okay. Julius, my friend.
Oh, he didn't know.
Yeah, he's a big. He likes Spider-Man. I mean, he was the one who.
I know. I'm just surprised that he didn't know who Lonnie was.
Yeah, we went to go see this Spider-Man exhibit. For those who didn't know, Mitchell, myself, and my friend Julius from college.
I was, of course, freaking out, and they have the original Goblin mask there. They have the Amazing Spider-Man web shooters there. They have Tom Holland's Homecoming suit. They have the original
a lot of comics.
They have the original casing for the Lizard.
Oh yeah, they got them
in the Amazing Spider-Man.
They have the comics too.
Which is cool. They also have some comics too.
Yeah, a lot of spots for photo ops too. I'm excited to see. We saw that exhibit. Now I want to go see the Pokemon one over at not Brookfield, at the Field Museum in Chicago.
Yeah, that's gonna be. It's gonna be kind of cool. We should go see that.
We should.
Anyway. Spider Noir, kind of a great show. I really enjoyed it.
I think Amazon is really hitting their stride with their superhero shows.
Yeah, they've been really going left and right with that.
Yeah, because they got this, they've got Invincible, they've got The Boys, which just wrapped up. But it feels like they're gonna do some more. I just don't know what they're gonna do.
I'm assuming we're gonna get some spin-offs. Obviously, we're getting the Vought Rising show,
right?
Which
was
I'm probably gonna watch it, but I also am not super hyped about it.
I think more people are hyped than I anticipated there being. I'm excited enough to see more Soldier Boy. He's one of my favorite characters.
He's one of my favorite characters.
Does a great job.
Jensen Ackles, Jansen. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, or Ackles. Great actor. Dean Winchester, very well known as one of the Winchester boys from Supernatural,
which I've never seen.
You would love that show. It's good, but it's so long. So I honestly
wait till I could have a major operation and then do it.
Oh, you mean like you're...
Like I'm just sitting at home, I got nothing else to do. I can't go anywhere.
Yeah. But like watch the first 4 seasons, and then you're good.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of. I will
It got
say
worse?
No, it doesn't get worse. It's pretty intense all the way through, but it just kind of trails off a little bit. We get to tangents about this. We get to tangents about like evil. The evil level keeps going up, even though in the show they've been to hell, they've been to heaven, they've seen demons, they've seen this, they've seen that, and then it goes more and more and more, and it's like, okay, they've been to purgatory, they were stuck in purgatory,
where
and
else
they're
can we
out.
go?
It's like, yeah, it was like almost like how much deeper can we dig this? But
Maybe you should have stopped at season 6, not season 8.
I think they had 12 seasons.
Oh my gosh.
Let
Some
me
shows
double
need
check
to
that.
end. And
Right,
one of those,
I
and one
kind
of
of
those
agree.
is being The Simpsons and Family Guy. I think Family Guy needs to end too at some point.
15 seasons, my friend, since 2005.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so, and it finally wrapped up, of course, but honestly, it's just one of those childhood shows that I used to watch, and I just dropped off. I never finished it because it's just trails on for so long.
I've heard nothing but good things, but yeah, no, I will have to sit down and start watching it then.
The other one I'm going to get you to watch, because I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I'm going to officially watch Dragon Ball, because I want to get you to watch Daredevil.
We have a deal, actually. Should people know about our deal about
Our
Dragon
deal
Ball?
is if I watch the first, if
You have
I
to
watch Dragon Ball
All
in
Dragon
its
Ball.
entirety, not Dragon Ball Z,
Just Dragon Ball.
just Dragon Ball, he will watch Daredevil.
New Girl.
Oh, New
It
Girl,
was
New Girl. I'm so sorry. I hold on to that one. But also Daredevil. And
If you watch all of Z, watch all of Z, I'll definitely watch all of Daredevil. That's gonna happen.
I think you would just enjoy Daredevil as it is.
I
'Cause,
think
like, it's gonna
I think
take
you
me-
would enjoy
it's gonna
Dragon Ball
take-
as it is.
Hey, buddy, it's gonna take me years to get through Dragon Ball Z.
Not necessarily. No,
Are
no,
we gonna
no, no, no,
wait
no, no.
that long?
I
I'm just
told
saying. Let's just say we have movies coming out. We have different shows coming out. Will I be taking breaks from watching Dragon Ball Z to watch other things?
Yes, that's fine.
probably.
What I'm trying to say is that hold on, listen to me. With Z, you can watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, and that kills all the filler. It's quicker.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, so instead of having 300 episodes or 400 episodes, you're probably gonna watch maybe 150 at most. I don't even think it's that many. I'm gonna Google.
But
that.
I'm not skipping a lot, or
it's filler. Who cares? Do you like filler? Are you a filler guy? No, you're not.
Not
Don't-
really.
Don't
With-
worry.
with anime, not
even
really.
though Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball have the best filler of all time.
And they have the best filler episodes.
But they don't do it. I mean, they're not adding to the story. They're just kind of one-offs.
But they're cool fights, I assume. That I'm missing. Right?
Don't get too excited about it.
Okay,
The
okay,
coolest fights
okay.
are the
Are in the main.
ones.
Are in
Yeah.
the main. Okay, so you said Dragon Ball Z Kai. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Then I can do that.
It's redone. It's reanimated. The music is now they've added the classical. Originally it was Kenji Yamamoto, but he got caught for plagiarism, so they had to replace his music. Even though his music wasn't bad, it's just plagiarism. Yeah, you can't. So let me see how many episodes there are. There's 167. So that goes through the Saiyan saga, the Namek arc, or the Namek saga, the Android saga, and the Boo saga, which honestly, I think 167 is just through the Namek arc alone. If you just watch pure Dragon Ball Z before that. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
50, I take it back. I think 50 is when Goku finally fights Frieza. I don't remember.
I would really. I mean, it's one of those shows that I just know that I'm gonna really enjoy when I get to Dragon Ball Z.
Then you got Super after that, and then you got Dragon Ball. There's a lot here.
There's a lot. But I
Plus
have a
the
goal. I
movies.
would like to get
Plus
there.
the movies, man. You're gonna like the movies.
I'm assuming I will like all the fight scenes. Just
My favorite of
it's
the original.
just big guys getting bigger to fight bigger guys. In
Goku
some realms,
Goku gets smaller in a couple of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he slims down to fight Beerus in Battle of Gods. Great one. Battle of Gods is one of my favorites.
He had to go on a pretty hard cut there.
He just turned Super Saiyan God is all he had to do.
Gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, you'll learn that Toriyama's design style, especially for the original stuff. You'll notice when, like, after you watch a lot of stuff and look at a lot of stuff, you're going, okay, Toriyama did that. Toriyama did not do that. Toriyama did that. Akira Toriyama, what he did was his philosophy was small, or just because you're the biggest, baddest dude does not mean you're the strongest dude.
Right,
And
yeah.
so his philosophy, like Kid Goku, little tiny dude, little kid, right, with a little tail, he's beating up guys 4 times his size at least, maybe 10 times his size. That's what he does through Dragon Ball to kind of show you that the power, that doesn't mean anything with power. It's the skill set. A lot of people, when they start throwing other characters, like when you see Broly, who is massive, Broly's thing is he's just big. Nappa, very big, very tough. Who does he get beat by? The littler guy. Goku.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So there are characters that get really big, but there are a lot of characters that stay small to compact.
These tropes of the small guy still has mighty.
Dude, you know what
mighty
you
effort.
could finish in like probably 3 weeks if you really tried. Not even, maybe 4. Yeah, I'd say 3 weeks if you really tried. Yu Yu Hakusho. That's one of my favorites. I started watching it again.
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yu Yu Hakusho. It's about a spirit detective. It's a teenager who gets hit by a car, becomes a spirit detective,
Oh.
and he fights demons.
Okay.
I will say that out of all the arcs, like you know how anime arcs have like tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're far off spiders at this point.
Yeah.
The Dark Tournament is absolutely my favorite. There's so many high stakes.
I do love a good tournament in an anime because it just allows the fans to go, it's time for
here.
fighting for a lot of episodes.
Yeah, it's here. It's concentrated in one spot, but the story is driven by the fights.
Right.
only.
Okay.
So yeah, no, the Dark Tournament goes from like, oh, this is fun, and oh, the stakes are higher and higher and higher, and especially when the stakes are immediately, hey, if you don't even compete, I'm gonna kill everybody you love. I mean, that's pretty high stakes, right? And probably everybody on the planet.
That's pretty intense.
So yeah,
Sorry about that.
After the Dark Tournament, though, the Yu Yu Hakusho isn't as good. Like the Black Angel arc, I'm not a big fan of that one. And then there's the Demon World arc, which I'm like Demon World Tournament arc. I was like, whatever. But yeah, first 2 seasons, it just builds up. It keeps getting better. And then the side characters. My favorite character isn't even the main character. It's Hiei, because Hiei is dope. So there you go. That's my spill for Yu Yu Hakusho. Plus Dragon Ball Z Abridged, the team who did that.
Hiei is dope, he said.
Hiei is dope. The guys at Team 4-Star did an abridged series of Yu Yu Hakusho. That's why I was like, I gotta watch it over and over again. I love you, Hiei.
But yeah, the deal still stands.
We will
get
shake. Shake.
Yeah.
That's not really actually his hand, but it's my hand.
It's
This is mine.
someone's hands.
I fooled you.
Hands. It's someone's hands. You ever done the? You know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. I have not.
No, you've never done that. An uncle did that once to like in the corner of the room. It was like, in the door handle. Then he would like drag himself out of the way, and he's like, someone's grabbing me.
We have gotten so far off.
You've never done that?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna show the audience real quick what I mean. So he's off to the side, and then he like reaches and he's like, ah! You don't find that funny? No? So the car chase in Spider Noir is the pursuit where Spider goes after Silvermane is pulled directly out of Spider Noir, issue number 1. Mm-hmm. The multiverse tease. Maybe what I was thinking of. Yeah. Here's what I was thinking of. He narrates... Someone once asked me what universe this was, and fans view this as the anti-Easter egg as a cheeky wink to confirm that this isn't Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland, or animated Spider timelines.
Interesting.
The Daily Bugle. The newsstands sells The Daily Bugle, and reporter Robbie Robertson is desperately trying to get his job back there, tying it to the classic Spider lore.
We gotta get back to break, don't we? It's about 12 minutes. We gotta get back to
I guess
break.
we gotta get to break. All right, we'll be right back. But we've been talking for a while about Spider-Man, and then we got on a whole rant about anime
Dragon
for a
Ball,
while.
yeah.
And are you shocked? Not really.
No, it's what
if you've
half the
ever
show
watched
is.
the morning show, we get ranty about food,
As I'm
about
messing up my hair right now. Sorry.
anything. Your hair looks beautiful.
Should we talk about all the cool stuff that's been released lately, though? Like what they're talking about?
Oh my goodness! I mean, we talked a little bit about Wolverine. We talked about I mean, there's so much getting released right now.
Supergirl's coming up in a couple weeks. I didn't even know it was that fast.
All of a sudden, Supergirl spammed into the movie releasing or the movie theaters, and it's coming out in I want to say
26th.
end of June.
Yeah,
right?
end of
Yeah.
June.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, it's like
So we gotta go watch that for sure.
I just got excited because yesterday they did a Nintendo Direct, right? Which Nintendo Direct's like where they announce like what games they're working on, what projects they're working on. And so I didn't watch the whole thing, but obviously I saw reactions online, and I'm thinking, okay, they announced like
Oh my goodness, you told me.
did I?
I think so.
Okay, so they announced like Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 are all going to be one big collection you can buy. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. I expected that as they're still working on Kingdom Hearts 4. Then all of a sudden it goes to black. Kingdom Hearts 4. They do a reveal trailer.
Oh, okay.
And
That
the reason
wasn't
it's a
weird.
big deal is because between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 was like 2 or 3 consoles. Like it went from the PS2 all the way to the PS4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, before you finally
What
got
was
it.
the other Game Boy video game?
I mean, there's Dream Drop Distance and all that, but you know.
No, you were talking about something that was getting remastered or something.
Oh, Ocarina of Time is getting
No,
remastered.
that's
Well,
not what I
they
was
did
thinking
announce that
about.
too. They did announce that was their final thing they announced is that it was a reveal trailer. They're going to remaster or remake, I think, Ocarina of Time. Which,
Although I fully support the remakes and remasters of
as long as
stuff.
it's well
so,
done.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that'll wrap up the show. We'll see you guys next week. Don't go anywhere.
Or do.
Or do. We'll see you later.
Just see you later.